Here we go, here we go, here we go. This straw's probably the worst. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I am going to be carrying on my series where we are trying to save money whilst we eat. Eating well, eating healthily, delicious, nutritious food whilst trying to remain on a budget. Food shopping has got really expensive as of late. So in this series so far, I have been working through food that's already in my house rather than going out and doing a weekly shop, using up all the things that we have in our freezer just sitting there not doing much because we just forget that we have it in the freezer. So far it has been going very, very well. I used to spend 60 to 80 pounds recently as the food shopping has increased in price on our food shop, and just recently we've been spending about £20 a week on necessities, so eggs, milks, fresh veg and fruit, and that we've been just adding onto our plates of things that we're eating from the freezer. Obviously that's not completely sustainable because eventually our freezer is going to run out, and I want to start exploring different ways we can save money whilst eating, which is why today I'm going to be testing out some Hellofresh stuff. This portion of the video is actually sponsored by Hellofresh, which is very exciting. I've never used a food delivery box company ever. I hear very good things about them, but what interests me the most about them is the money saving aspect. You can get like really decent food for good money. If you've never heard of Hellofresh, it's basically a fresh food delivery company where you can select different meals throughout the week. You can do vegetarian, vegan, family style meals, date night meals, premium meals, affordable meals, have it delivered to your front door each week. I try to pick recipes that cover the basis of affordability, healthy, nutritious eating, and also a treat. So I think it's really important that food is fun and we really enjoy food. If we're always eating, like scrimping from the freezer or the cupboards, I think life's gonna get a bit boring. However, I also don't want to be just buying takeaways and just loads of random food that I didn't really need. Takeaway every now and then is fine, but when you want a treat meal, sometimes a takeaway is not that because it can be really expensive, and also you can make like a really nice takeaway style dinner at home. So I think I went for like really good options, to be honest. So the first thing I did pick was a side. So this is part of their special sides. Now the reason I went for this, it does just state a side, but as you can see, it's the Ciabatta pizza bread. So it looks absolutely beautiful, this Ciabatta pizza bread, but it's also really, really big. I thought I'm gonna pick a side and I'm going to turn that into a main meal because why not? So I picked the Ciabatta sides as part of our meal box. The thing I picked up is something calorie smart. I wanted to pick something that was healthy but also very much looks like a takeaway. So firecracker style chicken with salt and pepper wedges and tender stem broccoli. Good option if you don't want to have a takeaway that night but you want like a takeaway feeling food. So that sounds absolutely scrumptious. Then this is what I'm going to be making today. So this is the sweet potato and refried bean burrito bowl. So it's a vegetarian option. It's 20 minutes. So purposely I picked this because it's a rapid meal, and weekdays we like to have rapid meals that are filling and delicious. This actually could work out a lot better than how we were doing things, which was going doing our weekly shop and buying probably a bit too much food. And then I selected something from their premium range because every now and then you really need a treat, whether that be a date night together where you cook something very extravagant, or you can get a takeaway. We're trying to cut back on like buying things like takeaways just because as nice as they are, they're not very good for your purse. And we're trying to save money, so I thought I would try one of their premium things, and it's definitely not something I will get every single week, but it could be something that we will get twice a month, because that's how often we might have got a takeaway, and use it as like a weekend treat, like a date night together. So this is the Korean inspired sirloin steak night with a spicy mayo, sesame, tender stem and roasted potatoes. That sounds blooming good. Now, if you want to try Hellofresh, I've left my link here, which can get you an amazing discount. In terms of delivery, it's much easier than I thought it would be. So you select your meals and then it takes you through to what day you want to receive your box of food. So I made sure I selected a date that I knew would all be in, so someone will definitely be here to sign for. Lots of the food comes in these labelled bags, which is great. Like 1A, this is for the Ciabatta pizza bread, 1A. So I know the stuff for Ciabatta pizza bread is in here. So it's actually so much more simple than I thought. All of the instructions are on the back of the cards that they send with the meals. Sweet potato, refried bean, burrito bowl. As I was saying earlier, it's really simple, isn't it, Lawrence? Like, yeah. So we've got number 20, and then it sends you the bags with number 20. I feel like if you're not meal planning and you're just going out and buying the food, then you could overbuy, and that's what we've been doing, and we've been just spending too much money on food, and that's when things go to waste.
You've got the choice when you get it. You can get it for 2 people or 3 people, 4 people, whatever. We went for 4 people so that we could have 1 each, a little bit extra for Orin, and then some leftovers the next day.
But we always do leftovers because that's our dinner and lunch now, so that's all sorted.
Yep.
We've got 2 peppers, they look great.
Yeah. Not
packaged, which is what I like. It's really hard to get unpackaged peppers from the supermarket. Unelasticated spring onion, bonus.
Yeah.
Lime, 2 limes. Mexican spice mix. And vegetable stock paste. Diced sweet potato.
Sour cream,
chunks of cheese, garlic. Orange ready, so I mixed in some rice. Should I put a bit of cheese on his?
Yeah.
I'll put a little bit, it's already salty enough. Mixed in some rice, smushed the beans down a little bit because obviously they're a bit of a choking hazard. I'm not joking, right? We've tried it, haven't we, already?
Yeah. We've been, I think it's a chef's prerogative. You've got to taste test as you go.
It's so delicious. I'm already sold on Hellofresh.
Oh yeah.
Not as a, maybe not as a weekly thing, but as every now and then, let's get our dinner sorted via HelloFresh, because I'm not concerned about the money now, because it's worth its money.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, let's have a proper taste test in a sec. What do you think? Is that so yummy? Is that so yummy? Good boy. Is that yummy?
Oh, well,
okay.
It's going down well.
With the little guy.
With the little guy.
Right, let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, we've been trying a little bit, but we haven't tried it all together yet.
Yeah.
There's loads of sour cream. Oh.
That's delicious.
Lawrence, it's actually delicious. Genuinely.
Full recommendation.
Full recommendation. Genuinely, I thought that meal would be like, just, an average meal. It's really blooming good.
It tastes really fresh, which I suppose is what you're looking for when you're cooking something from scratch. I love the lime, I love it's so good, and it was super easy.
Super easy. On this meal alone, I'm getting HelloFresh again.
Yep.
Good morning, it's a new day, it's a new dawn. I'm going to take stock of what's left in my freezer, because it's the freezer that has tons and tons of things that we're still trying to work through. Loads of batch cooking meals, fish fingers and vegetables and fruit. So the freezer is still pretty packed. I'm gonna take complete stock of that today. Having our respite from this challenge, which is going through the HelloFresh stuff, I have to say, in terms of this challenge, I think the HelloFresh has been the best idea. Not only has it given us a bit more of a pep in our step, let's say, because it's reignited our fun with the food, because when you're just eating from things you have in your house, it can get a bit repetitive, a bit boring, a bit samey, and I just want to try something new. I want to have a treat meal. So HelloFresh has been an absolutely amazing thing to break up this challenge. So if you are doing the same, or you want to cut money back with your food shopping, maybe give HelloFresh a little go while you're doing the challenge, or while you're cutting back on your spend when it comes to food, grocery shoppings and takeaway. takeaways. Using my code, I don't earn anything from my code. I really do recommend maybe trying it out at least. You will get 60% off your first box, which is huge, and then 35% off of your next 3 boxes. Whilst I'm having this respite with HelloFresh, I'm going to take stock of what's in my freezer just so I can get ahead of the game and decide what I'll be taking out, like in terms of batch cooking, defrosting. What I'm going to do it on is something I always recommend to people. It's Microsoft to-do lists. Download Microsoft To Do. You just need to sign in with your email account. It's completely free. It's an absolutely amazing ticking off list. So I'm going to create new list, and then I'm going to do freezer stock. What's the date today? Freezer stock with today's date, starting with the very top drawer, and just list everything out. And then what I can do is, as we take things out, just tick it off to say that we're eating it, in the process of eating it, or it's gone. Drawer 1. So I've got breast milk, lots of packs of breast milk, separately scored. That's for orange, so. Okay, this is gonna have to be thrown away because there's literally a spoonful left. But this was Lidl's Italian Week lemon flavoured ice cream. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely delicious. Lidl's ice cream is always spot on. Oh, that is actually a Biscoff ice cream from Aldi. They are so good. And chocolate ice lollies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Random little bag. Ice lollies times 4. I know I've got some more in the rest of the freezer. We'll show you the list at the very end. So we've got lots of pineapple. I'm gonna consolidate them all into one bag. I tell you what's a really good tip. Going to Lidl first thing when they open up and picking up their odd boxes, which are like £3.50 for the whole box. It has banana, nectarines in all together. And we've started making fruit smoothies again because I do have loads of frozen fruit in the freezer. I didn't even remember I had these. They can go back in the freezer. That's gonna go in the bin. Ice cube trays, got loads of these. These make circle ice cubes. They're so cool. I'm gonna link them on my Amazon store. We've got hash browns times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tesco hash browns are 10 out of 10, I'm telling you, much better than the branded ones. Homemade stock cubes, which I believe need throwing out. Don't want to risk it because they've been in an open bag and I know they've been there for ages. 3 left, we actually used the majority of them. We've got more ice cubes. This, more frozen fruit, frozen banana. So yeah, this is, did I carry on with my story? From my little fruit and veg box, we had tons of bananas, so I just chopped them all up. Frozen dal, I freeze them in lollipop molds for Orin, because it's a perfect portion, and a frozen breast milk pop for when he's teething. So let me just clean this tray out and then we can put the stuff back in. Already, I feel like we're achieving stuff. Cleaned, no more leftover ice and weird stains in there. Here we go. There is so much in here, but this is very exciting. So, breast milk bag, instantly taking that out so I can put that where it belongs. We have 2 brioche burger buns, highly recommended. The seeded ones, delicious. When the ice cream has got frozen frost inside there, it needs binning, so that needs to go. I've got a bagel. I'm getting that out for today, for today's lunch, because I really fancy a bagel now. Pest and Blumenthal bone marrow sauce. This is very good for you. I'm keeping that because I've not opened that yet. I'm gonna make something with it. 30% off frozen, unopened chicken thighs. Okay, just to show you quickly what was in that massive drawer. I found lots of breaded items. So I have 2 English muffins, which is fantastic because now this weekend, I've decided Lawrence and I are going to make egg McMuffins. I found wraps and I also have unopened chicken thighs. So I'm going to make us chicken fajitas. Got a seeded bagel, which is great for today for lunch. I'm going to make fish finger seed and salad seeded bagel. 2 burger buns next time we eat burgers. Onion rings, a small bag. Large bag of fries. We've got more hash browns, which I'm going to consolidate and put them in the Tesco bags. We've got the 3 fish fingers for today's lunch. We've got some vegan meatballs, which is great because I've got so much pasta still in the cupboard that needs eating up. So We're going to cook these up and put a bit of tomato puree in there, some spices. Christmas time, we went to our local butchers and collected some of their broken up turkey breasts. So any turkey that's unsold, they break up, put them in freezer bags. 4, and we've got 1 left. These, which we haven't actually opened yet, these are from Aldi, Mocky ice cream. We tried these at an event I got invited to, and they were absolutely delicious. So there's more in the freezer, which is good. So now I need to put it all back properly where it belongs, into the drawer. Oh no, it's wet. Oh well. Okay, next drawer. This drawer's probably the worst. I cannot get over how much frozen fruit we have. I thought a majority of this drawer was actually batch cooking, but it turns out we've been working through our batch cooking very well, because this was actually packed with frozen fruit. Chicken that needs to go in the bin. It was wrapped in cling film, and the cling film was split, and this has freezer burn, and I'm pretty sure that chicken's been in there for quite a while. I'm just going to leave it out in the woods because I live near some woods. Some foxes can eat it. It's boneless, that's great. We have frozen salmon fillets, which is great because I'll enjoy that later next week maybe. Frozen Costco muffin, which is from literally 2 years ago, so I'm going to put that in the bin because it's not been covered very well and it's probably going to be very gross. We have 2 crumpets, the sourdough crumpets from Aldi, they're absolutely delicious. We also have a frozen croissant. So I'm getting those 3 out and we can eat those for our breakfast in the morning. We have vegan sausage rolls from Aldi, the best sausage rolls ever. For some reason, I have like a million chocolate lollies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6? Yeah, 6 more chocolate lollies. Got 2 brown bread rolls, so I'm going to put those in the drawer with the white bread roll in a sec. And this is all frozen fruit and veg. Only a little bit of veg, but the rest of it is frozen fruit, which is absolutely ludicrous. We've got a beef burger, which has been covered well, so I'm going to put that in. It's a homemade one. We've got chicken tikka, which is completely airtight, so I'm going to defrost that and we're going to eat that next week. I'll film it when we do. We have frozen beef mince, which has only been frozen for a little while. We're going to defrost that and make something probably in the slow cooker with that. This, I don't know what to do with this. This is chicken stock, homemade. It's been there for quite a while, about a year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in here. I'm going to research how safe it is, and I'm going to speak to Lawrence because I really don't know what to do with that. I need to consolidate all of this frozen fruit. I'll put the veg back. Frozen peas, large bag. Fruit. Okay, we're on to our final drawer, the massive drawer. Now here is a lot of batch cooking, and I've just noticed we've got several more bags of frozen fruit. It's actually insane. I think it's from pregnancy last year. All I could eat was like frozen fruit smoothies. Oh, they were so delicious when I was pregnant. And yeah, it came to autumn and winter and it was too cold. So let me take everything out and I'll talk you through it because there's a lot of batch cooking in here. More chocolate ice lollies. Batch cooking pile. All of this is relatively absolutely fine, and lots of it is actually orange meal, so I tend to batch cook his and then freeze them in little portions. So lots of dal is in there, there's chicken and rice, there's beef stew, and there's salmon pasta. Where's the salmon pasta? Salmon pasta, which absolutely I need to make very soon, it's so delicious. So that's all fine, so I'm going to put that straight back in to the freezer drawer before I consolidate all of this other stuff. So I've got even more fruits, ridiculous. So summer berries, I've got blueberries which I'm going to consolidate, organic summer berries again, whole strawberries again, more blueberries again. I've got chicken mini fillets. Oh, I've got random flannel. Okay. Chicken mini fillets, cod loins. Lawrence and I are going to have cod, veg, and seriously guys, we've got so many yummy meals I just did not remember. I made these in a vlog the other day, so there's 3 more. Because although the bag says 6, I had 8 in there, which was very exciting. More chocolate ice lollies. Seriously, What's wrong with me? Why is there so much chocolate ice lolly? These, which I highly recommend, you can find them in Morrison's, Naughty Vegan, cheesecake, 2 little naan breads, 3 little mini pizzas, and that stuff still needs to go in the bin. Oh, and some ice cream, which is absolutely fine. I just want to say thank you to the people that made me do a stock take of my freezer. I thought I was, you know, aware of everything we had. I really wasn't. I really blooming wasn't. So the next video you're going to see, there's going to be lots of frozen fruit smoothie recipes. Also going to be doing lots with the meat, because I want to get through that meat in there. So there's lots of chicken, beef mince. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying this series and if you're joining me on this series, because that would be good to know. And I'll see you guys again really, really soon. Mwah. Bye.